Welcome to a DropTent Media Production.
Zebra in the mirror on some non-stop chops. Some gon' leave it in the beef upon the floor, drop bars. Some stop around Mars cause the
Sports Center music.
Air drum.
Down.
You should probably stop by now.
Oh, the music
Is that-
actually, I messed up. I totally just cut it by accident. I didn't have it
Thank
slide
God.
in, so he was just Sports Center music. And
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we don't have music? All right.
No.
Hell yeah.
Let's just rock with it,
Bring
dude.
the
This is
music back, bring
organic.
it back.
This is
We
fun.
don't even need it. We don't even need it.
Nah, dude. This
Oh.
is a
Fellers, Evan with the freshest of haircuts. The freshest, dude. Kind of rocking. I mean, I used to have that style a little bit. The little dippity doodah right there.
well, Evan's
know
got
it.
the Swago dynamics. It's like aerodynamics. Like he shaved off some of his wind resistance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not wind resistance.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta get rid of. I gotta wear the hat right now, dude. I got the 7th grade wings. I got a mullet.
You know what we look like right now? We look like the we look like a high school brotherhood where like Evan was able to go to prom, but you weren't asked to prom, and I'm too old to go to prom. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's just a dynamic of like me and
You mean
Rusty
like
being
the Jonas
"Yeah,
Brothers?
one-
I think you just described the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, but I'm trying to compliment Evan, and we all know the middle one sucks. Okay, we all know the middle Jonas Brothers sucks.
I don't even think he's allowed to sing anymore. I don't
I
even,
don't even think they're.
Yeah.
I think he's basically.
I think he just plays guitar.
the
That's
third
not even
Manning
plugged in.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about it. It's not even plugged in. Giving them the Nintendo 64 paddle and like, yeah, no, you're Blastoise,
You're
buddy.
good, you're
Definitely
good.
Blastoise.
Nick's like, seriously, dude, you're really embarrassing me, okay? This is my career, buddy.
Dude, could
He's
you
like,
just
yeah,
imagine-
14-year-olds.
Could you just imagine just being like, yo, I can't believe we're starting a band as a family. And then he's like, I'm actually going to probably quit because I met a girl. And they're like, our dreams are riding on us being siblings. Like, we are riding on that. We're not called the Jonas Duo. You know what I mean? Like, we need you.
Dude, I think because I was thinking about the oldest one being a complete fucking creep, that I thought you were going to say, could you imagine being a child predator?
And dating and marrying Sansa Stark, the Queen of the North.
Wait, which one did that?
The oldest one
The oldest one.
is married
The one
to Sansa.
who was just hanging around.
Yeah.
The chaperone.
Yeah.
The reverse chaperone.
The one, and not only that, at one point while he was with her, Evan, I don't know if you could find it or not, he's got this
Wait.
mustache. He's got this mustache, and I swear to God, they were like, Littlefinger think he's slick. Like, as if like he was just like posing as a Jonas brother, because it did kind of have like a super Littlefinger vibe to him, where you're like, what are you doing? Why are you looking so creepy, bro? What are you doing?
Oh man, I don't want to think about like Littlefinger. I already accepted as a nickname in the Game of Thrones context, but I don't want any of the Jonas brothers. I don't want to know any about their little fingers,
Think about it though. They should just name themselves
sticky little
Jonas.
fingers.
If they just name themselves Jonas, people wouldn't know, and then you could like have a bunch of different people, like Van Halen. They could be like, yeah, we can have fucking a bunch of people in here that aren't even named Van Halen, but like, you know, that doesn't matter because they're
Yeah,
not,
that's
like,
my friend Tom. He's way better than Kevin at guitar.
yeah, dude. Could you
His
imagine
middle
bringing
name's
in-
Joey. It's like a
You can't bring in anybody else. Imagine being like, I'm the best guitar player in the world. I want to be with you guys, and they're like, it's just that like you didn't come out of mom's vagina, so you really can't be in the band.
Kevin. You're out of the band. Tommy, my mom's gonna be adopting you. Paperwork by the front door.
Well, that means we could have
Welcome
four
to the
people,
family.
right, fellas? No, they're disowning you, actually. Yeah, they did not like your choice. Your choice to leave us bankrupt. What's his name? Kevin?
Disney
Did you find
is,
the picture of Joe with the mustache? I'm sure that was a tough search for you, looking up Joe Jonas with a mustache. But
Actually, all I did was put in Jonas mustache, and I found like 50,000 billion pictures.
That
It
was the
great.
riskiest way to
Yeah.
do it. I feel like.
yeah, I agree. That was a tough search. For a second, I was going to apologize for making you search it, but it seemed like you made it harder on yourself.
Hey, it's all right.
I
I'm
looked
using-
up Jonas hair on lip, and it was just some weird stuff.
Jonas
I-
lip hair.
I feel like he always wanted to have that mustache, but Disney was working to cover it up. You know what I mean? Like behind the scenes, they were like, "No, you cannot send him out like that." Okay.
Last week we talked about our cancel celebrity Deadpool, like our cancel pool. Dude, are you taking Joe Jonas right now off the board?
Ah, dude.
You can
I
have
don't
him
know.
if you want. You can have him. But
Are they still with Disney?
Take him, I mean, I don't think so. I think.
Are they a band again? I thought they did a reunion or something.
Yeah, they definitely did. I'm saying definitely, which is I should never say when talking about the Jonas Brothers because I don't know shit about the Jonas Brothers, dude. I'm like, yeah, no, I mean they definitely, I believe, put out.
They
a song
definitely
recently.
made hits, dude. Actually, now that you mention it,
They're like, is the band back together? You're like, no,
Oh.
they just got together for
Well,
Christmas.
they are
They're a family.
They're no longer owned by Disney, and they bought themselves. They own themselves. They are.
Could you imagine if you had to change your
Good
title?
for
They're
them,
like, well,
dude.
we own the Jonas
Fucking-
Brothers,
the
and they're like, well, all right.
Formerly Jonas.
Welcome to the band, Nick, Kevin, and Joe.
imagine saving up, like just like fucking playing this fucking music for like 8-year-old girls, just saving up so you can buy your soul back. Like as a
Yeah.
musician, like at a young age, you just get thrown into that fucking Disney trap.
Probably great for the youngest. The youngest is probably like, I'm actually getting girls my own age right now, and it's sick. But yeah, the Joe, the
He's like,
singer one,
chill, guys.
one who's like 17, while all the other girls are like 12. He's like, God, can we cast like a Demi Lovato or something? I need someone my age.
Nah, the youngest one banged Demi Lovato.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't be surprised if they all did.
Yeah,
wouldn't be
I honestly
surprised.
feel like that's also part of like Disney pulling the things. They're like, all right, shave that mustache, and we're just gonna like fucking lock these two in a room until we get some
Yeah.
more celebrities.
A
Like,
lot of people say Spring Breakers is a bad movie, but I really think it was just a cry from help. I think it was just Selena Gomez and Vanessa Hudgens going, I will literally hang out with a riffraff character to get out of my Disney contract.
dude, do you tell me that Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber having dated? Tell me that's not like human GMO shit. That's Disney trying to make the fucking perfect little pop star. Like,
And
what
not
if
only
it
that-
was a Canadian Mexican? I don't know.
Oh,
It's just
no.
right.
Oh, no.
I don't know if-
Is.
right.
Oh boy.
Well, she's a
Would you say
San
definitely?
Antonio.
Would you say definitely? Because I know you're definitely a Disney guy.
Now, if I had to, I actually probably know more about Selena Gomez than I do the Jonas Brothers. I actually stand by that. I definitely do. But I mean, she's from like San Antonio, Texas. I feel like you could make a guess.
You're good.
that
Yeah,
she-
you are in the clear. The
What?
father is Mexican and the mom is part Italian. She's from southern
Perfect,
Texas.
dude.
So that is, I mean, Tex America,
Man,
my man.
She's having
You got
good meals over
Damn,
there. and
dude,
probably
I'm
a
over
lot
here
of
fucking
attitude,
right?
and probably a lot of
Catherine
attitude.
Jones thing through the cancel lasers, dude.
What?
With my discerning eye for race, dude. Just me dipping through the cancel lasers over here.
Dude, you got lucky.
It's
Listen,
like, boom, Mexican, boom, Canada. Nailed it.
tell me the new like annoying person talking about the weather isn't a person talking about their 23andMe. I swear to God, people could just walk up and they'd be like, "Yeah, dude, I like did that 23andMe, and turns out I am in fact Irish." And you're like, "Nope, I know, and I don't care, and it is windy today, and these are just things that we're saying right now."
Oh, are you saying that 23andMe is the new weather?
Yeah, like when you bring that up to someone, you're being as rude as basically talking about the weather. I don't care.
I think you're being more rude. That's like as if you were like, you had your own separate personal weather and you're like, yeah, it's really sunny for me today.
I'm
And
not
actually,
connecting
now
the
that I look,
topics.
my grandfather.
I'm not connecting the topics. I'm saying you're annoying to even bring it up. Like yesterday, I felt someone was like, yeah, they were like, I got a lot of German in me. And you're like, nice. I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to get mad at you? Would you like me to congratulate you on your ancestors? Like, I'm just not sure what we're doing here.
Unless you're admitting something right now, let's just move it along, dude.
I think
Here's my thing. I just want them to take away. I'm writing a letter to them. They needed to take away Norwegian or whatever it is that like they just need to replace it with like Viking, because I need to know if I got like Viking blood in me. You know what I mean? Like I wish they were just like Spartan warrior. You had
Dude,
like
we could do a
Roman
deadliest
Empire.
warrior fucking ancestry.com thing where we don't tell you like, hey dude, you're fucking Chinese. We're like, hey dude, you're a fucking blow dart ninja or whatever kind of
Yeah,
ninja.
well,
China.
all right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't. You know what? It might have been made in China. I don't know. I don't know what the blow dart is. You could have said like samurai went Japan. That would have been a probably clearer.
Yeah.
I had already said China though, so like we're
Yeah,
just
you
moving
committed.
on.
You committed. What was
I was gonna
Genghis
mix
Khan?
up. I would rather be ignorantly wrong about Chinese ninjas than to ever mix up, you know,
I
different
don't know
cultures.
if there are.
Yeah, Mongolian horseback assailants.
Are ninjas? I feel very badass. What?
Japanese.
There are Japanese.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. So you had like ninjas and samurais, or like
I think there were
Share
some
and turf?
Chinese ninjas too, but they weren't called ninjas, I don't think. I don't know.
probably
I
like
don't
just
know.
spies, right? Like
I
I bet
don't-
they were just spies, and then one person was like, "Look at those goddamn ninjas."
Dude, here's the thing: is like Japanese folklore and culture is like just already such a rich cake. Like we're saying, like, you know what I mean? I
Man,
don't need
yeah.
the ice cream on the side. Like I'm sure there's a lot of cool shit going on in China's ninja culture, but once you get into samurais and shit and like a little bit of Naruto, maybe,
yeah,
like,
Japanese is
are
very
you really
vain
gonna like?
in their ninjas?
I guarantee you there were some Korean ninjas, but has anyone even considered that? No.
There's
Vietnamese ninjas?
American ninjas. You know what I mean? We have a show about it. We really
seen it.
do.
I've seen
I-
it.
Apparently, our bar is lower though for what qualifies as a ninja. They're like, can you jump far? You could be a ninja right now.
I told you that I worked with a guy who was on American Ninja Warrior, right? And
Was
we
he
had the same
on it, or was he on it and like it was also televised? Because
No,
that's a big one.
back in the Dizzy when it was on G4 TV, fucking throwback, fucking, you know what I mean? When they were doing the actual auditions to send you to the Japan one, he was like the third or fourth person to win on that and get sent.
That's
And
your friend.
No, kind of. We're like, meh. We worked together at fucking Funplex and we had the same name and everybody called him the handsome one.
Rusty or Chris?
Chris, obviously.
So they called him Handsome Chris.
Yeah.
All right, well, at least they can call you Ugly Chris, because
I
that would have
know,
been
dude.
tough.
But here's the thing: is like honestly, I probably would have been like Husky Chris at the time. Like I think that was like because I still had like I had a face that you didn't feel any type of way about, but you were like, man, he kind of looks like one sexy sack of potatoes, like curvature.
I mean, I definitely had like a no opinion face. You know what I mean? Just one you see, just one it's there. You know, no comments are said, positive or negative. It's just there.
I'm just saying, like, maybe it's my body dysmorphia, but I feel like if I was one of those people that you saw in the hallway every day, but you never bothered to get to know, I don't think your nickname for me would be like face related. It would probably be about like something I did spazzy. You know what I
Let me
mean?
ask you this: did
Like-
he win that Ninja Warrior and come back to the Funplex, or was he on the Funplex and you guys were like, man, you guys seen what Chris has been up to?
I'm pretty sure he got eliminated on the salmon ladder, the one where you got the bar and you got to do like a pull up and launch.
I don't
the
trust
bar up.
that one. So there's something fishy about it.
Can I end the call?
And on that note, you guys have a great night. No.
I was
All right, count me and Colby Calais style. We got to start this over, dude.
so
Nah,
we-
dude,
so
wait. Can I pop it back a sec real fast to fucking
pop it.
Disney? Fucking, did you see the protest to turn Splash Mountain into the Princess and the Frog fucking ride?
I haven't seen that. However, does anybody have a strong stance on this, or
Well, dude, I just think it's funny because it's like,
does anybody have a strong stance?
well,
Not my Splash Mountain. Like,
dude, I think there's got to be some fucking Song of the South
Give it to
fans
'em.
out there, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking Zippity
Princess and the
Doo
Frog.
Dah.
It doesn't really
No,
make a lot of
I mean,
sense.
Princess and the
but
Frog. There should probably be a better movie than that for Black culture. You know what I mean? Like
Is
make
there
it the Black Panther water slide. Are there
is there
water
a lot
slides?
of water?
in
Is there a lot
Wakanda?
of water in the Princess and the Frog?
I mean, they're in a bayou.
Like,
Yeah, it
imagine
is
them just
set
trying
in
to like
Louisiana.
imagine like an Aladdin style movie, and they were like, make it Splash Mountain. There's not a lot of water in the. I just feel like it's a stretch.
I just think that it's a good idea that we need to like apply to other things, and people are overlooking. Like they're like, yo, instead of getting rid of racist things, we should just add shit to them to make them unracist, dude.
Well, no, yeah, okay.
Like-
It's almost like when they were like, "Oh, yo, did you guys know that actually, because we're feeling pressured, Green Lantern is gay?" And you're like, "I don't think he is, but you could make your own gay superhero. You could do that. You could give them their own instead of just feeling like you band-aided it. I don't think that made them feel better. You know what I mean? Like, just give them their own. You know what I mean? Like Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino was like, you know what, bro? We need to fucking black superhero movie, and we're making Django Unchained just like straight up the literal fucking come up and give them their own but you know what I mean? But imagine if we were just like, oh, you know what? The Rock's playing Hercules. And you're like, dude, I mean, just
dude, they rebrand celebrities to like, you know what? The Rock's gay. Like, take them, guys.
It's cheap. It's cheap. It's easy and cheap. There's no thought behind it. It's like
exactly.
Here's a character. It's like if you made Mickey Mouse gay.
Yeah,
what the fuck does that mean? Are you serious?
SpongeBob's gay now. Yeah, no, but like, you know, whatever. SpongeBob was always gay, but
he was always gay.
No,
well, he was always
what
like
I think is
whatever he wanted to be.
is catching these people. Like, I think finally the woke people are getting woke to how wokeness is weaponized against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
woke
people realize, like, you know, like look at like fucking J.K. Rowling, like. Shit, this is exaggeration, but basically being like, yeah, like all Hufflepuffs were gay. We sorted them by sexuality, gender, and race. Like all Ravenclaws were black. Black people are very smart. You guys didn't realize that when you read my books, and you're like, yo, you're being a racist fucking piece of shit. You're trying to make it sound woke.
Oh, she's awful. I mean, if I'm just gonna say it, J.K. Rowling's awful. She's probably an awful person.
Yeah, I mean,
she's probably a bad dude. At the end of the day,
she hasn't like done anything cool, you know. Like she wrote Harry Potter, and you're like, yeah, nice. What'd she do after that? They're like, well, she tried some other stuff. Nobody liked it, so she fell back to the Harry Potter stuff. Like,
and now she's a racist and a homophobe.
I just think people choose the wrong time for their platforms. Like, you know what I mean? Like their like moment to say something. Like they're like, you know what? People are feeling sensitive. I might tweet something. You're like, no, maybe just sit for a day.
Fucking D on the challenge, dude.
Hey, see you later, though.
Yo,
did you watch this episode though?
Yeah, dude.
Well, I thought she was. I thought that was an easy way to get her out. But if you notice, the episode was cut shorter. They definitely cut out.
I was about to say, which is so funny. Me and fucking Soy have been dying because we're like, God, Fessy is a tank, but that dude's so boring. They'd rather leave 20 on the fucking floor than fucking put in a single line. He didn't have a line in an episode where they cut 20 minutes. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
Dude, you can tell because if you notice, Melissa on that show is always just re-explaining the challenge. Like TJ will be like, we're doing trivia. And then it'll cut to Melissa and she's like, you know, we're on these rocket ships and TJ will ask us a question. And then if we answer it wrong, we'll fall into the water. And you're like, no, I know. We just said that. Do you not have anything to say? Are you not getting enough camera time? Like
Dude,
you're just so boring. That was your edit is just re-explaining challenges.
I think that's like part of the reason they've been putting on stupid attractive British people is because it's the most entertaining way to have shit restated to you. I made my fucking Siri Australian and now I'm in like a fucking her situation. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't do that. My girl did it too. You can't do it. You can't. Is it a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
All right, well, she has a super hot Australian guy giving her directions, and dude, I don't like it.
I got you, dude. Change it to, it's a brand new one, male Indian voice.
Ooh, that sounds.
It's not about making it unsexy, dude. It could be some straight Bollywood shit. There are some straight, you know, Bollywood fucking stunners out there, I'm sure, on the man meat side of things, the fucking old kebab side. Well, but it sounds like literally the most tech support ass fucking. It sounds like we made a robot listen to 10,000 hours of Evan trying to get his VR headset set up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just like, it's almost one of those things. You're like, yeah, you know what? Can I just talk to someone in charge? Could you imagine just being in your car, just flipping out, being like, you know what? Hold on a second. I would like to speak to your manager.
Screaming, give me your supervisor to your fucking directions on your phone. Just give me your supervisor now.
One weird thing about the Australian thing is they don't have the term parking lot. So everything is just turn left into the car park.
Oh yeah.
It's just always, it's like, oh, I'll turn left into the car park. And you're like, I mean, is that what we're just kind of.
Dude, Australians are so fucking dumb. What dumb literal fucking idiots? Like, car park here.
And then meanwhile, but also it's like the hacky joke where it's just like, we as our language is so fucked though, where they're like, so hold on a second, you guys park in the driveway? And you're like, yeah. Why? Is that cool?
And we drive
that's
on the
fine.
parkway.
It seems like yeah, exactly. You're like, it seems confusing, and you go, no, it's fine. We got three different yours and theirs, but it's not a huge deal. Just probably figure it out.
What's the etymology of driveway?
The what?
etymology,
like the
like
root
with
of it?
The history
where
of-
the word
yeah,
comes
yeah.
from. Yeah.
Well, fun fact: the term garage actually comes from the term "go rage."
It's
not true,
because
that's workaholics.
driveways were originally private roads. They used to be a lot longer when we were more spread out and shit. And
Oh yeah,
so,
what are they called? The Parkway.
Damn.
because it's
What's your next
fucking-
answer there,
Damn.
champ? Huh? Oh, they
Dude,
used to.
why do they
used to
call
be
it
a big
Fenway
highway
Park,
that
dude? They should
everybody
call it
parked
Loser
in.
Stadium. You know what I mean? Fucking sports.
Hey, you just talking a Boston accent, but shit on Fenway?
That was kind of
What are you
good.
doing?
There you go. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yo, wait, hang on. I got a sports thing. I
I
wrote it
hate
down.
all
I wrote it down.
these
Hang on. I wrote it
damn
down. Sports thing. Shut up. Fucking. Yo, I saw the pictures of Tom Brady in the Buccaneers uniform, dude.
Good. He was handsome.
It's so funny to me because in my mind, the Buccaneers are like the real NFL.
The Buccaneers, just so insulting. Just being like, look at these fucking buccos.
Hey, don't get near me, Bucko.
Just
You
the
won't
South-
fucking go.
Just the dude from Delco talking shit on the Buccaneers. Oh, look at the fucking buccos with Tom Brady.
Nah, dude, in my mind, they're like the most fucking like Madden create a team fucking team. Like the colors, like the red and black, dude. The
There's
fucking
a pirate ship in their stadium.
exactly, dude. They're the most bullshit. Like, and then they're in like Tampa Bay, and then it's like, yeah, we had first round, we had Tom Brady, and it's like, dude, it's fucking bullshit. It's so funny.
I
Is he a
think,
threat there? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean,
Are the Buccaneers like, are they a threat?
yeah, definitely. However, he didn't pick. I mean, he was pretty pampered for a long time. I mean, he basically had 6 free wins every year because
Nice.
his division was so trash. But then he just went to a division that has the Saints and the Falcons and the Panthers, and there's a lot of promise there. However, I think that he has the best weapons in football. He has Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and Rob Gronkowski came out of retirement, and they just draft. I mean, they're just loading the suit up with weapons and like good defensive
Wait,
players. And
Gronk came out of retirement.
Gronk came out of retirement, demanded a trade from the Patriots to go play with Tom Brady in Tampa Bay after a
They got
1-year
some
layoff.
shake and bake shit going on, dude.
People are like, I actually don't see him being a huge threat, which I mean, he did drop like a decent amount of weight. He's like skinnier, but imagine like, I don't know, imagine just like a fighter or someone taking off like a year and people being like, they're probably not good anymore.
Actually,
like, well, no,
I saw a thing about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, in an interview where he was saying he was literally a protein shake away or 2 from being at his playing weight before. Like he already put most of the weight back on.
Really?
Yeah.
What
He's been living. He's been working
he's-
out. He's just been lean, so it's less on his
Dude,
knees.
He said, I got to get back to football because this fucking vegan diet I'm eating, I'm used to eating like 87 meatballs for lunch and then working it all off by
Where's
dinner.
the meat?
Like, dude, he's probably like, I just want to eat again. As soon as they were like, you should gain more weight again, he was like, you got it. And he just
Yeah.
fucking like rented an In-N-Out burger.
Beef? Fuck yes. Like, oh man, burgers.
I love that he went to go fatten up and play with Tommy Boy, dude. That's cute. Because I have a theory that fucking Belichick fucking just put some kind of radio transmitter in his brain. That's why he made him all stupid in the head. And now Tom Brady can just talk straight to his brain.
I heard there's a potential rumor that like Colin Kaepernick could go to the Patriots, which would be insane.
That would be so funny,
If Roger Goodell, all this shit was just like, yeah, we don't support Colin Kaepernick. The world turns over. He's like, well, actually, we could support him. And then like everyone's like, fuck Bill Belichick because he doesn't have Tom Brady. And then he just comes out and he's like, did you guys know that I've secretly been the most woke out of every NFL coach? And he just signs Colin Kaepernick and takes him to the Super Bowl and wins. And it's just a story of like, what the fuck was this season?
Dude, what is that? All right, hypothetically, like if you just found the script of like the anime of sports, because like now that you're into anime, you see that sports is anime, right? Like you see it, right?
Anime might be sports. I don't know if sports is anime.
Nah, dude, anime is the core of all things. Just storytelling is the core of all
Oh,
things.
that's true.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if
Continue,
anime is the nukelus of everthing, but I would.
Yeah, no,
Anime is
because
life.
anime is the most like
Have you been
fucking.
hanging out with Israel Adesanya?
Did he say that?
No, he's just always doing that shit. He's like, listen, bro, when I get my chakras in order and I'm watching Naruto and I put on my finishing move on these fools, and you're like, what? Like everything he relates to, he's like, yo, I'm on like a different level. I like Super Saiyaned up and I killed this dude. And you're like, oh, okay. dude.
He is so lucky that he's a good fighter saying shit like that.
This is the moment where Rusty's camera would zoom in and just have his sunglasses in a slow pan, and that would be anime. Just like a fucking like. No. I
We're
don't
shooting
want
this in
that.
high definition. Get out
I
of
don't
here.
want that.
Oh, dude, get out of there,
What
dude.
happened? Why did you turn into
Get out of
Stevie Wonder trying to kiss me? What's going on?
All right, because you were insulting my premise.
So you put
Yeah,
your sunglasses on?
Yeah, dude, you knew I meant business immediately. Look how I
Nope.
took back control of the room.
Nope.
I just thought you were
asked
scared
question.
and needed your safety blanket. That's
insulted
what I
you.
thought.
No, dude, my safety blanket's over here.
Dude,
Anyway,
what's your point about anime being sports? I would love to hear this super hot take.
anyway, so like fucking sports, like the arcs and the narratives that build from season to season as players, like their careers go and stuff, and how all the little individual stories of the players like fit together with teams and coaches and trades and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's all like how anime arcs fit together and shit. And the main thing that I'm just saying is, if fucking Bill Belichick has Colin Kaepernick and takes him to the fucking Super Bowl, can you imagine what that says in the total context of Bill Belichick's career, which has like, dude, where he has like cheating allegations and like fucking like this and that.
Bill Belichick won a Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick, and Tom Brady didn't win a Super Bowl. The sports world would blow
Sounds
up.
like you agree.
The sports world would blow up.
Tell me that's not the most
up.
anime sports shit ever, dude.
It is. Okay, so it's interesting. All right, so let me ask you this then, because I was talking about it the other day. There are two people who I feel have the most ridiculous script life. Like, when you look at their sports career, you would go, oh, if I wrote this down and handed it to a director, you know what I mean, or a studio, they would go, absolutely not. It's not even a believable story, right, because it's so perfect. There's two people that I can think of like that, and that's Kobe Bryant and Derek Jeter. And I think those two have had the most storybook careers of just these absolute like crazy highs, crazy lows. Everything that happens is in the biggest of moment. Like, are you saying that like their stories would be like, they would be like prototypes for anime characters, where it's just like, oh, yo, you guys are crazy? Because like there's a lot of good sports storylines and a lot of good athletes, but not all of them can be main characters.
Dude, it's like that's those like fucking pure superstars, because they transcend what it means to have like for your list. Did you leave Tyson Fury out of the list of two you just gave intentionally? When you talk about greatest sports stories, that would be like,
I think
too
his
real.
mind was probably, your mind was in sport, like team sports.
I was in team sports. Tyson Fury is up there. I don't have it.
Well,
now,
well,
only
no,
because
go ahead, but let me.
I'm talking about like when Tyson Fury is amazing, but when you talk about like
perfect
superstar level careers, to no fault of his own, boxing gives you what? Two good bad guys, two good foes in your whole career.
Dude, that's 100% what I'm getting at. So my point is that there are those athletes who literally transcend what it means to be a part of their sport, because there's people who are going to be superstars in the sport, but when you have a story that hits on every fucking cylinder like that, you know what I mean? That's when you become this household name that rings through history, where me, a fucking non-athlete, like knows who you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like when you reference people like that, huh? Yeah,
Tiger Woods.
Dude.
Tiger Woods' career.
Well, it's not over yet, dude.
But even so, I'm just saying Tiger Woods as a whole, his whole life almost. I mean, he started out.
Yeah, but again, he had a dramatic fall off. He had a dramatic
and that's
low.
What you're looking for.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at like overcoming these great things, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. For me,
that's why
golf,
it's not done yet.
In golf, it's oh, can you win this tournament? And it's like, well, yeah, no, anybody could win a tournament. Like, we're talking about in the respective sports of Kobe and Derek Jeter, we're talking about like 7-game series. We're talking about like 162 to 82 games a season. Tiger Woods could show up and just have a good day or two. You know what I mean? Like, it is amazing and it's very, very impressive. I just think, I don't know, man. Everything that Derek Jeter's ever done has been like, that's impossible. That's impossible. 3,000 hits. What's his hit? Oh, it's a. What's going on right now? Am I being pranked?
No.
You both just left the screen.
I don't know why he left. I was listening to you. I was about to speak. I had to blow my nose.
Derek Jeter
I said, hang on, I'll be back.
Had 3,000 hits and over that. And on his 3,000th hit, he hit a home run to break that milestone. He's been the captain of the Yankees. He's been to like a ridiculous amount of World Series and won. There was a guy named Mr. October, and that's when playoff baseball is held in October. And this game drifted into November because it went to extra innings, and he hit a walk-off home run and became Mr. November. His last hit ever was a walk-off. Like, it's not even.
That it's fucking insane. But that's my point. It's each step of that story, right? There's context and a million stories behind it. When you say he was captain of the Yankees, something like that, right? That's because there's context to what it means to be captain of the Yankees in you know what I mean?
Teams don't have captains like that.
Exactly. So fucking it's an exponential growth of the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's so many layers to it.
And that's why I'm just thinking about like the sheer fucking, and you could say that Hollywood would say that story's too crazy, but for me, I can't think of a crazier sporting moment than if Colin Kaepernick was the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl for the Patriots and won. And that's because of what the Patriots have been, who Bill Belichick has been, who Tom Brady has been, who Colin Kaepernick has been, who fucking Goodell's been, like fucking, you know what I mean?
Dude, it would be an all-timer. It'd be an all-time, like, again, then some people don't have like these crazy storybook careers, but they might have a storybook season. They might have somewhere it was like, dude, the piece of work you just put in. Bad example here, but like you look like Jorge Masvidal's past year, right? And you're like, dude, what a fucking year for you. I mean, great year. If you would have told him ahead of time that he was going to knock out Darren Till in London, beat an undefeated Ben Askren in 5 seconds, set a UFC record, and beat Nate Diaz as a badder motherfucker, you'd have been like, that's a pretty good year. I would like make a movie
cap it off with leading
like
a charge on a lawsuit.
Yeah. Cap it off by not getting the title shot.
It's one of those movies that starts off super fucking cool. He's like fucking backyard fighting. Boom, fast forward, he's fighting for the title and shit like that. And then the second half of the movie is just him in court, like dealing with like divorce and like.
Do you know what's crazy? I was thinking about it the other day.
Like
the difference in like, I don't even know how to word it. I think it goes to show you like where like sports are so male driven, right? Like I feel like there's more, men in the industry, men in fandom and stuff like that. I think it goes to show where priorities are, that Tiger Woods and Lance Armstrong were both caught cheating, but we only really cared about one. Because it was like Tiger Woods cheated on his wife, and you're like, really? And they're like, yeah, but Lance Armstrong cheated, like he took PEDs, and we're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He cheated in bicycle racing? And they're like, yeah, but did you hear what Tiger Woods did? Like he cheated on his wife a bunch and like broke up his whole family and like was a terrible father. And they're like, no, I heard what you said. Did you say Lance Armstrong did steroids? Like we don't like we hold like a certain cheating into a different thing. Like nobody even gave a fuck about Tiger Woods' thing except that he started to suck. That was the only thing they cared about.
So I saw like an extreme, like for me, hilariously cold take today on like how men are the invisible minority because we are not appreciated by like just existing. You as a man, you need to prove your worth, and that's what makes people appreciate you. So it's got to be, you got to succeed and stuff like that. I think that's like the coldest take ever. That fucking like. Well, it's a pretty hot take, but it's a shitty take. It's just like
it's a shitty take. And it's a take that no one like imagine being like, oh man, actually this season Tom Brady's the underdog, and you're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad for him. He's had like 18 years of murdering it for people. Like he's been killing it.
No, and just because I disagree that men are the invisible minority, which is fucking hilarious, but like I think that it could be wrong about that and still make a point that like men do, like it's like, yo, what have you fucking done? Like, what can you fucking do? Like, do something, dude. Like, I can't fuck you. You're not my kid. I can't raise you to be like me and take over the family business. So do something or get out of my way. Like,
No.
That truly is the attitude of men. And plenty of women like sports. I'm sure if you took a poll, it would come out 50-50. I'm sure if you actually looked at like, spy cameras, it'd probably be more like 65. But
species. That's what it is. Like, we're sitting here and we're not getting constant praise, and we're like, we're a secret minority. We've never been given we don't have somebody patting us on our back or someone to come home to be like, yeah, you're welcome. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden our worth has gone down and everything's terrible you think people were hunting and getting ripped and throwing spears through buffalo so they could just provide? They were like, "Do you guys see that shit I did out there? I did that shit, dog."
You think they were like giving the cold shoulder to people who brought home tiny antlers? Like, fucking.
You didn't do that for you. You did that for you.
But the reason that's such a bad take is because like, that's what you think it means to be a minority, is that nobody pats you on the back when you fucking, you know what I mean? Like, well, fuck that shit. However, now I can't get the idea out of my head of an actual invisible minority, and I think that might solve racism. If we told all the racists there was a new race of people and they are invisible, and we just have them all hunt the invisible minority, that would be fucking pretty tight.
Just set people up on a fucking like witch hunt.
Yeah, dude.
Like, where are they?
That's actually how Salem Witch Trials started. They were trying to end early racism. They were like, let's just put it on to fucking, I don't know, women.
let's just. All right, listen, guys. We're really fighting for equality here. I'm thinking we drown the women. And you're like, whoa. I don't know if that's the solution here in Salem.
Dude,
that 36.
It's kind of funny to think about. Oh, nice. I think it's kind of funny to think about the Salem. I don't want to step on your joke. Stop me if I do that. I don't remember the words, but to think of the Salem Witch Trials as like a woman Holocaust, which no one like talks about. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah, that's why I say
these like ladies have ideas.
No, I don't use that terminology. It's fine, but
yeah.
That's why I say like about where it's like, you guys are gonna go see the Salem Witch Museum, and you're like, it's just a there are no witches. That's just a museum of murdered innocent women. Like, that's all you guys are doing. You're just showing people. Did you guys see this? This is where we had a bunch of witches here. Really? No. No. But we were wrong a bunch, so we decided to have everybody remember how wrong we were.
It's just like this funny, like kitschy occult kind of thing, but like it was kind of like a Holocaust on an invisible minority. You know what I mean? It just has a cool name in history, kind of, compared to other genocides of minorities. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, that's what I said. I go, imagine me. So yeah, never mind. I was gonna say, I almost
don't do the bit. All right, let's get off this. Do we have anything else?
It just reminds me of how great my bit is, really. What were we just saying? We were just talking about how hard it is to be a man. It's so hard. It's so hard to be. And here's the thing. I think, like, if anything, there's like certain fields where, like, yeah, it might be like the first time in comedy. You know what I mean? There's not a ton of shortcuts and the benefits of old school of like just being a man or anything like that. Like, I think if anything, like, comedy is like pretty diverse. If you look up comedy on Netflix, if you search comedy on Netflix, you literally have to scroll down to like the 13th person before you see a white dude. That's we're in one of the what
I think that's kind of I think that is a by choice thing. Like that is an effort to push more minority comics.
Right. But
I don't think it's because
not everybody
of necessarily
does that.
Equal representation.
That's a Netflix thing. Netflix has been pushing that for the last couple of years, really.
Well, for sure. Yeah. Netflix is owned by the Obamas. So
like, which one does Jim Gaffigan like put all this shit on? Because I'm sure that one is like Jim Gaffigan, fucking Jeff Dunham, like Ron White.
He has 5 things on Netflix. He has 5 specials on Netflix. But I'm saying, like, he's probably like the 30th positioned person if you search comedy, which is fine. I'm not like this isn't me being irritated about that. All I'm saying is, like, if anything, if there's ever a moment where there's sometimes where it's like, oh yeah, we need girls on shows or we need stuff like this, it's like, oh man, I wish I got that thing, but I'm not a girl. And it's still not even that bad, dog. And it's still, if you're not in comedy and it's like just slightly harder than your everyday work and you're complaining, like, imagine being in like the construction field Just, you know what I mean? And being like, it's hard being a man. And you're like, oh, really? Is it? This is a male dominant work. Who do you have to deal with that it's so hard for you to deal with? It's so hard being a man. And you're like, no, it's not.
Real shit. When someone says it's hard being a man, I hear it's hard being a loser. And I personally am a loser. Because it's not hard being a man. If you're a Olympic pussy bitch, like, then yeah, dude, your life probably feels super difficult. Now, it doesn't feel hard because you're Olympic pussy bitch, but like, you know, it's difficult.
Yeah. But I don't know. Anybody who's it's funny. I follow this guy on Instagram, and it's just called Freezing Cold Takes.
Does he know?
Yes, and it's called Freezing Cold Takes, and it's just some of my favorite. I don't know what it is. I guess this guy just screenshots any sports take before it happens. So like, it'll be like, man, Trent Richardson, I can't wait to see this guy in the Hall of Fame. And I'll just screenshot it. And meanwhile, Trent Richardson was like the worst. And he just puts up there like that guy's Twitter handle where you're like, hey, remember when Ian Rappaport said Trent Richardson would be in the Hall of Fame? Idiot. Like, he likes to just always remind sportscasters that they have terrible takes. He's always putting them out there.
I want to do that with my friends' shitty relationships.
I got a good one pulled up here. Actually,
we're gonna be together forever, babe. And it's just like, hey, remember when this idiot thought that Jessica was the one?
They definitely have done that too. Ev, go ahead, rattle one off.
From this is from 1976. Why Jabbar won't make it big in Los Angeles?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I don't know.
Just somebody being like, I'll tell you what the problem with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is.
Right, dude? Like.
Oh, dude, this is
dude. He was on Full House. He taught Uncle Jesse where his sweet spot was, if you know what I mean.
What? What'd you say?
Weird.
I said a true thing, dude. You can Google it.
Vince Carter. This one just says Vince Carter is done. #wash, and it's from 2010. He just retired.
Yeah, dude.
Like 10 years ago, someone's being like,
I know about him from
Vince
rap
Carter's
songs.
career is over. You're like, all right, dude. I mean, you weren't even close. Like, if somebody, it'd be great if they had a comedy one where they're like, Nanette is the next big thing. You know, like Freezing Cold Takes. She got another one. I didn't even.
Yeah,
see
it's called like Douglas.
Yeah, why does she name her specials like she's naming her dogs?
Do you think she names her dogs Nanette and Douglas? Those are terrible dog names.
Have you seen her comedy? You think she's a good decision maker? Like, what do you don't think that a woman like that has a dog named Douglas? I do. I would put everything on it, actually. You don't think she's with her, British ass accent walking around calling her dogs Nanette and Douglas?
She's Australian, dog.
I don't give a shit what she is.
I'm just saying, don't insult Steve Irwin and all that.
I'm not. We just said earlier. You said in this episode how dumb Australians are.
But I also said that I didn't want to mix up two different things. I said I'll insult any one place, but I don't want to insult two different places.
Then you stereotyped it with Steve Irwin,
you just called them all Steve Irwins. That's ridiculous.
Dude, what if I said
that's how they identified? Oh my god!
I said fuck Brit.
I hope you die in a wildfire.
Princess Diana's, dude. You know what I mean? People would be like, we don't like that. We don't.
They're not all that good looking.
Who?
British people.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Australians for a second. British people are terrible looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're ugly, dude. They're ugly.
The hot ones come to America. That's a fact.
I'm about to go just open up a fucking
fish and chip store.
A dentistry. I'm about to go open up a dentistry over there, dude.
Fucking no.
Just be the jam. Just be the jam of England. Oh, dude, I would easily do that. Australia is sick too. If you want to make a killing in Australia, you probably just got to become like a witch doctor or something. Just somebody who's like extracting venom out of things. Like if you're just an expert in extraction of venom,
just a venom sucker, dude.
You're killing it, dude. There is currently a parallel dimension that has Cody being the venom sucker of Australia. Cody is easily somewhere, instead of being the exterminator of America, he's being the venom sucker of Australia. Just making a killing. Just chugging Foster beers. Just killing it right now. He's got 18 pet tarantulas.
He's just floating around on a paddleboard, dude. He sees someone get bit by some kind of Australian water snake, which I'm sure has got to be a thing, right?
Oh, 100%. There's probably 12 or 13 of them, yeah, for sure.
Yo, you ever look real hard at a picture of a kangaroo?
Sorry.
They look scary.
Yeah, I've looked really hard at a picture of a kangaroo. Who hasn't?
The harder you look, the scarier they become, dude.
Dude, they look like Nate Diaz. All of them look like Nate Diaz. Every single one of them.
If you
Every
put
single-
on like fucking 40 pounds.
Every one of them are like that. Every single one. Every single one.
Every single kangaroo looks like his homie's holding his jewelry for him because he's about to fucking whoop your ass, dude.
I feel like is that a thing? Oh, my jewelry.
Yeah, dude, hold my fucking watch, dude. Take my chain, dude. I don't want him snatching my shit.
Yeah, dude, what? Hey, bro, make sure you take this watch. I'm about to go dent my face. And you're like, whoa, dude, that's like the more
Kimbo Slice
important
fight, he took off his chains. He'd be like, hold up.
Yeah, but
You'd have somebody
I'm
holding
a better
it.
fighter than Geoff because I know to take my jewelry off.
here's the deal.
Geoff wears his jewelry in fights.
No, I don't. Just hide it. No. Take out some earrings or something. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, Dad. Dude, yo. I feel like if Kimbo Slice did it in the backyard, everybody in the backyard was like, "That's fine. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool." Like if he put in earrings, people have been like, "That's cool. It's not even a problem. It's not even a problem. It's Kimbo Slice. It's not even a problem. He does it all the time." Like he was just the king and dictator of Florida backyards. He was literally like the Swamp King. We can't hear
You
you.
muted yourself.
Dude, they should make it a Kimbo Slice themed Splash Mountain, dude. Fucking put him there in the fucking bayou with Splash Mountain, dude. Kimbo backyard fighting mountain,
Wow.
dude.
He unmuted
Prince.
himself for this.
I know, right? Jesus Christ.
You don't think that's a good idea? You wouldn't
Oh.
ride that ride, dude?
I would.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah.
I would.
Dude,
I
Slice
would
Mountain,
ride that
dude.
ride.
You wouldn't ride Kimbo Slice Mountain.
The slip and slice.
Oh,
Oh, damn! Both your
Perfect for the
faces just
backyard,
said
dude.
Jeff had a
Oh.
great idea. Both of your faces just
no,
said I had a
dude,
great idea.
You can't, dude, we lived together for like nearly 2 years. You can't even read my face, dog. When I was a kid, there was a mall that we were all afraid to go to because somebody was caught fucking hiding under those cars that they have in the mall for like display, and they would yank people under and slit their Achilles and then fucking rape them underneath the car in the mall.
Hey,
That's
man.
what slip and slice made me think of, dude. And
Like, hey, guess how much this Jeep costs? You could win this Jeep.
yeah, one of those, dude.
Who the hell has the time? to
Late at night,
grab-
he would wait there, and like when the mall was
Late at-
closed and people were going, yeah, dude.
Late at night, dude.
I'm sure I could find this shit, dude. Or
Who
that, or
the
my mom made it up because she wanted to go to the Freehold
fuck
Mall. But that's
has
a
the
big thing to
time?
make up.
To grab, slice, pull, declothe, enter. Nobody has time for that. I
Wait,
mean,
All
Your dick
underneath the
doesn't
car.
pierce through
All
clothes?
underneath the car.
Dude, I don't know,
In a
dude.
closing mall.
Unless you think my mom made that story up so she didn't have to
What
drive
is
to the
a
Freehold Mall.
lowrider?
But like,
dude, if
Is your
you
mom
see an
alright?
SUV, we can see that. We can see under that. What the fuck?
in hydraulics, the car fucks him while
Oh
he
man.
does his
The
thing.
dash slinging slasher. Oh, that's a good
Aw,
one, dude. That's a good
dude.
one.
Not
That's
during
a better
Pride Month,
name.
dude. Respect SpongeBob. Come on, dude.
Bro, SpongeBob's always been out and free. He's fucking ready for this. He says it in every episode. He's ready for this. He's fucking killing it. Now, is Patrick his best friend? Or
I don't know if they'll go so far to say that like the
they're not
really
the labels.
dumb one is like gay. You know what I mean?
Squidward, though, is homophobic
Squidward's.
in the closet?
I always just thought he was misunderstood. Just kind of angry and misunderstood.
Kind of feels like SpongeBob took that role now.
I think
Yeah.
he's like.
The misunderstood one.
I think he's just grown-ups. That's why we're gonna stay kids forever, right, guys?
Okay. So if you're gay, you're a kid forever? Is that your message?
Oh man.
I didn't write the show, dude. Take it up with the dead
Alright.
guy.
Rusty's like, if you're gay, hop on a
49
playground.
minutes
Kid.
clip Rusty.
Just clip me
Oh,
to edit
man.
out, or clip for posterity.
No, clip is in like we have to re-edit the sound.
Because
yeah.
like I have my foreskin clip, but they saved it for posterity. You know what I mean? Like
Is it in a jar in your room?
it's in someone's room, I'm sure. That doesn't seem like something you throw out. Because here's the thing: is even if I left,
That feels like something
no,
you throw
Doesn't
out.
seem like the
if
thing you
I
throw.
left
Yes, it is.
my
It's
baby
exactly what you throw
foreskin
out.
in your room, you would feel comfortable throwing that out, dude? You would just have that in your trash, dude?
I know,
You
I
would
would.
be okay with that.
I'd probably burn it or hang it.
That's
would you-
so you're just gonna sit
hang
there
it?
and handle some baby
Yeah, a little decor, a little. Oh, that was me when I was
hanging
a
off the
kid.
dry, dude. Yeah, got a nice
gonna
little
have it,
foreskin jerk.
dude. Yeah, you just have it for your wedding. You know, it's something old.
A nice
you
ring.
know?
It would be a nice ring. You can just slip it right on her finger.
Wait, something old, something new, and something used all at once, dude.
I thought it was
That's
something
sick.
blue or something.
It's probably a little moldy at this point. I don't know how my mom preserved it.
Why
In a
does your
jar.
mom have it?
Oh, you know what? She has the umbilical cord. Never mind.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's still
you
attached to another baby in the jar. You're just like, it's like your brother who's like slowly getting like bigger into new jars, but it's just like one of those Bane like green like liquids that they're just like floating in like a fucking Mewtwo.
Mom, why is there so much Tupperware with my scrapbooks?
Get away from handsome Chris. Just
He was gonna be 6'5".
it's like I
I'm only
just got to that
6'2",
thing
so,
in
like-
Dragon Ball Super where fucking Trunks comes back, and I'm so excited about that. I love that they redid that storyline again. And it's just like if you came back and you're like, "Who's that?" and they're like, "That's gonna be the new Chris." They're like, "No, it's still you, but we
Like some Gattaca shit, dude. That
Yeah.
my parents like hired Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber to fuck, and they're gonna make a new like Canadian Mexican hands of me.
I get that we're not allowed to breed people. I understand that. I want to make that known. I understand that. However, are we just going to pretend that LeBron James and Serena Williams aren't on the planet at the same time together? Because it feels like they could have a super child. If there was somebody who could be a Super Saiyan, it would be the child of LeBron James and Serena Williams.
Are we
Right?
ready
Like,
for that?
Skip over gene
I
editing
am.
and shit and just get LeBron.
I'm ready.
To make
Let's get a
kids?
fucking
Yeah.
superhero in this bitch.
I mean, look at his kid now, Bronny. Fucking
Bronny's great.
baller, dude.
How old is it?
And his wife's just a woman from Ohio. You know
How
what I
old
mean?
is
I'm
it?
sure an athlete.
He was like his high
He's,
school
high school-
sweetheart. Yeah.
All right, we can look at it.
Bronny's gonna be.
You said look at his kid. I said how old?
Ronnie's
Dude?
gonna
I was-
be sick.
Bronny's gonna be. I mean, he could go into the NBA right now.
I don't know about that, but yes, I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying he. Could
I mean, so
play
could
like
I,
a
but
starter,
I-
but like he, within a year or two, if he gains, like, because he's gonna grow a
Oh,
little bit
he's
more.
gonna be a
He's
sap.
he's
Here's the deal. LeBron's son.
Yeah, dude.
no
He can
matter
go in the
how
NBA
good
right
he
now
is,
and ride on
will
his
make
dad's
the
shoulders.
NBA. Yeah, like imagine if he wasn't that good. What are you gonna tell LeBron James that his kid's not good enough to be in the NBA? You're gonna be like, yeah, we'll fit him in. Yeah, get him over here. Yeah, no problem.
No, he's
his
good enough. He's
dad's
good
got
enough.
a position with a
Become
company.
Austin Rivers so fast. Like your dad coaches, yeah, you can be on the team. Yeah.
Better than Austin Rivers already.
But I'm saying like that role where it's like, is Austin Rivers good enough to be in the NBA? You're like, I mean, his
what
dad
they'll do is they'll get some like fucking like some really agile like 5'8" white kids, right? And they'll sew him to the bottom of his feet, and then he'll be like real tall and real agile.
See, that's sick. Oh, okay. LeBron and Serena have to fuck while wearing moon shoes. That way, the vertical of this kid, it basically just jumps out of the womb and catches a touchdown.
They're gonna be really disappointed when we go all China if they have a daughter.
Oh no. Dude, but let's be real. If you had to breed any two people, it'd be them, right? Is there any other two people that you guys would breed?
I mean, like me and a couple of people, but
I would even say I would like to see, because we didn't really get to see it, I would like to see Amelia Clark and Jason Momoa's baby. I think that would be very impressive.
Who's the lady?
Daenerys,
Oh, yeah,
And
I know her by that.
Paul Drogo having a baby together.
I know Jason Momoa because everybody knows that.
Cum gutters.
We all know him.
Wait, hang on. I thought we were talking like for athletic purposes. You think like
Yeah,
that
but for
fucking
good
theater
look, I'm saying
bitch?
for good looks.
She
for there.
seems
No,
super annoying.
I don't think so at all. I feel like she seems like she's
Yeah,
like
but you like the
reads a
new
lot of
girl.
books.
You like the new girl.
No, I think she looks like she reads a lot of books. I don't think that's annoying,
Why do you say books like that, dude?
because I couldn't be more intense of a human being.
Like it's halfway between a slur and a female genital. You're like books.
Yeah, dude, because nobody wants to read any books.
Yeah, but say it like you're checking out her books, dude.
Dude, she got a nice set of books.
No, but
Like
it's like
that? Like
she
what?
got a
what are you
nice
looking
set.
for? What
She
kind of
got a
sentence?
nice set of books. I don't know.
Like, damn, look at the books on her. Like,
Yeah, there we go,
up there.
dude. Yeah, no. Take me to the
I guess
library,
so. I don't
baby.
know. I just say
Yeah, 'cause
books
you're
how I
checking
say.
her. Yeah, dude, 'cause you're checking her out. That's sick slang, dude. If you like fucking Back to the Future your way into the 80s, you drop that shit in the library, people would be like, damn, he's checking her out in the library, called her shit books, dude. Whether it's booty, whether it's front booty.
Yes. And then right after that, I start Amazon. And then I destroy libraries.
Destroy the Amazon forest.
So that way, that line is only good when I use it, and it was never good ever again.
Dude, you get a time machine.
I monopolized that pickup line.
They send you back to kill baby Hitler, but you just coin all the catchphrases instead.
Yeah, I just sell them like fucking secret. I'm like, listen, you know what you should do just to unify your people? You ever thought of just sticking your hand all the way up? And he's just like, I never even thought of that shit. Just like literally just going out and giving all the advice where it's like, yo, Abraham, you ever seen about, maybe wearing a top hat? Could be a good look for you. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Just being the passive aggressive friend who's like, I don't know, but who knows? I don't know. In Obama's ear, like, you should run, dude. You could be, I don't know, a guy who makes history.
Can you just like sign this piece of paper that says I'm a good person? Like,
I just go meet Mickey Mantle when he's like 6 years old, and I'm like, could you sign this for me? And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. This was the year that I was chosen. I wish he was of age, but I have to ask him now.
I only have 15 minutes. I gotta go back.
You go to kill baby Hitler, but he's actually like fucking like 12 years old on accident. Like you went to the wrong time, and you're like, I mean, God, it feels like a whole thing to kill. I mean, you're like, you got friends now, and I mean, you got classes. Your teachers know you. It feels
you raised him too far, dude.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck, feels like you're about to graduate. You know what I mean? We gotta kill you before your grad party. That would be inconsiderate.
Time for him to leave the nest,
Yeah, dude, just being like, I mean, do I have to kill him? I feel like I raised him correctly, that he could be different, and they're just like, you can't change him. Okay, he's not somebody you could change. He's a bad boy.
You think we haven't tried before?
If you haven't tried before, dude, I'm telling you, every time we do this, he keeps becoming Hitler. And you're like, I'll do something different. I'll take him to the park.
Yo, how about a Superman in today's age finds out about like police brutality and racism, and he's like, oh my God, dude. And he flies and he does the thing to spin time back. But instead of ending slavery, he just never makes all those tweets that he made.
Just him being like, whoa, that
Oh,
was bad.
I understand what I
bad.
have to do.
He's like, listen, I may look 25, but I got the views of someone who's 207.
Yo, seriously though, like earlier you mentioned like Django is like a black superhero.
Yes, awesome.
I feel like a fucking actual black superhero set in that time. You know what I mean? Like, give me some fucking superpowers in the slave days. Make it a video game, dude. I don't care if I'm not allowed to play it. If you make it a video game that only black people are allowed to play, that's fine, dude. Like, fucking, well, it's not fine, probably.
You're white, you can't play this. You're Mexican, you can't play this.
I just mean it's a game where you have superpowers, and it's like a GTA, like Red Dead type thing, and you're just killing slave owners, dude. Like, and
that would be sick, dude.
That would be a sick game.
Yeah, dude, it's just called oh man, dude, that'd be so sick. You're just like, it takes place in like Harlem back in the day or something, and they're like, dude, we're gonna this is my town now, okay? This is my town now. That'd be sick. What powers would you get though? Would they have all different superpowers, or did you have like one superpower?
Oh, I mean, I feel like you would have to give it like a skill tree, and you could like spec into different ones. Like there could be like you could go like physical, like, you know what I mean? You could be super strong. Or you could have like whip vision.
The game would have to be
it's like laser vision, but you whip them with it.
I don't like that. Well,
because it's like how in Django he whips them, dude. I'm going for a dramatic irony thing.
I know. I get you.
Evan has the worst Jesus Christ in the business. Dude, I could say something not that bad, but your Jesus Christ makes it sound like I just like fucking like raped Gandhi and made like, I don't know, Lady Gandhi watch. Like,
dude, here's the deal. Your
59 minutes.
Your ideas are like it has to be so good, your idea, that it actually has to reverse what Hancock did to like black superheroes. How fucking disrespectful of like Hancock was a terrible superhero, but they were like, he's pretty dope. He's going to be your superhero. And you're like,
That
no.
movie, I swear to God, that's like what would happen if me and you got into a fight, but we both kept working on our script. You know what I mean? And we were like, I'll bring my half, you bring your half. It's like a school presentation where half the PowerPoints are in Comic Sans and the other half are Times Roman. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
dude, like Charlize Theron's actually a huge part of this story, despite not being in the
first half of the movie's sick. He's like a drunk, homeless fucking Superman. That's sick. And then the second half is just like, what if I was weird and I wanted to fuck this white chick? Like,
yeah, I get that. I
it was
feel like
two shitty movies together. I hate that movie.
Django's great, dude. Django's this like fucking up battle, and there's all these roller coasters and slave owners that he has to defeat. Hancock's like, I'm my own worst enemy.
Dude, I'm thinking it's called GT Slaves. It's like GTA. No? Okay.
I don't like that, dude. I don't like those. I don't think the title. I think your heart's in the right place. I think you leave the details maybe to me and Evan.
Yeah, can I add in my Jesus Christ now? Because that was...
Here's the cheat code. The cheat code is just whatever button you want to push. You deserve it.
No.
Whatever you want.
I do think it would be sick to play like an open world game where you can like have crazy superpowers, where you fight like Nazis and slave owners and like fucking just bad people, dude.
Let me sum it up for you. Let me see if I can do it. Okay.
Stop 9/11.
We do an online thing where almost like Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Everybody can play multiplayer. We get in this universe. However, and it's like GTA. However, white people don't get any cheat codes. We get nothing. We got to earn the game, every aspect of it, everything. Guess what? If you're not white, you could get a Ferrari. It could fly. You could get a boat. You can do whatever you want. You have unlimited ammo, okay? But we don't get any cheat codes, and that's a pretty fair game.
I think also, too, we should add in for, obviously to make it fair for the white people, we don't get the full version of the game either. We get some like half-assed. It's like a beta, not done yet. It's like when you download like the Madden demo, and they're like, you can play as these two teams and only these two teams. And you're like, the Redskins, I don't want to play with them.
You can play with you can play with whatever team you want, but it's only their injury lineup. Like,
dude, they need to. You know what? Never mind. I just realized looking back on it that I don't think choosing the Redskins in my thing there was the best example.
Yeah, are they like pretty good right now or something like that?
No, I was just thinking that their name's racist, and I said I didn't want to play with them. I was more thinking that.
Yo, why are you gonna clip that? Where's his Jesus Christ? I'm gonna clip that. He doesn't want to play with the Redskins, and he said it on Columbus Day of all days.
What are you gonna change their name to, though? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be insulting to be like, oh, well, we'll just name the Washington Indians, and you're like, yeah, but you were calling them the Redskins, so shouldn't you just like start with a new slate as opposed to just being like, oh, well, we were talking about these people? Like,
what would be a sick name that would like follow that? They wouldn't have to change too much stuff.
Like a lot of people don't even call them Redskins. They'll just go like, oh, it's the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and Washington. And you're like, oh, they need something better than that. But their basketball teams, the Wizards, their football teams, the Redskins. Like,
do they have any other teams? Do they have
the Washington Nationals? And do they have a hockey team? Oh,
the Capitals.
Yeah. Capitals.
Wow, what the fuck, dude? They have had Ovechkin forever.
Classic.
Yeah.
So they have the Capitals. They have the Nationals. I think what they need is.
And then they really took a turn. At Wizards and Redskins.
They need the Patriots.
Nah, you
they
can't.
Need the Washington.
You can't move them. You can't move them. The Washington Overwatch team is the Justice. That's a pretty lame name, but
the
it works.
They could make them like other magicians, like a wizard.
The Magician's Assistants, is that the lady team? Is that the WNBA Washington? The Lovely Assistants.
The Lovely Assistants. No,
that's not good.
The Washington Lovely Assistants.
And you're starting forward.
Cut it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Cut it. That's episode. Introducing the WNBA Washington Lovely Assistants.
No, we can't end on that. We got to get something else.
No way. Ev, cut it. Pull the plug.
Right,
that's fucking great. I don't care.
Look, yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man. say it. How the poppin' and shaking. Got me hot as a laser.
This has been a DropTent Media production.